So I'm gonna get low. Hopefully one of these ladies that are walking and crossing the road right now. Can I get you ladies to walk through the archway? I got into assisting. I was in New York assisting photographers like Ethan James Green, Craig McDean. You can see already the light starting to go. Well, it ain't quite the perfect blues of Barcelona, but we are back in London. We're here at Canary Wharf. Good to be back, guys. And first of all, apologies that I didn't get as many, well, more than one POV done in Barcelona. Really just decided to soak up the sun and just kind of enjoy the downtime, enjoy exploring, work on other projects, which I know a lot of you guys haven't really seen what else I've been up to, so I figured I'll throw in a few of the images or videos as such that I've been working on at the end of this, just so you can see what else I'm up to in, I guess, the world of forever scenes. So you'll see that coming through at the end, but for now we're here in Canary Wharf, and a bit gloomy. It's about I'd say 5 or 6 o'clock, which means a lot of people have finished work and are either having a drink about, but Corona still is a thing, of course, so the streets are very empty, only people here and there. But for now, we will be exploring. I've got the 35, is it 30? I've got the 50mm on the 5D Mark IV, and I'm rolling 1.4, what are we at? Oh, let's turn it on. No, 2.8, 400 at ISO 200. So for now, we're gonna roll through and kind of just get some images, a mix of architecture, mix of people that are potentially around, and just see what we can get street POV wise, and have a play, as I like to do. I like to follow the light, but there isn't much of that contrastness around. It's quite, I guess, subtle and bleak today, but that's all right. And get that on the big jobs, as my father would say. Might just get a quick statue banger. So as I've said, if you've looked at the museum POV that I've done, statues are a great way to work on composition, how to let's just get that noggin out of his head, how to work with models that don't necessarily talk back. So what way do we want to go? We'll go this way. Let's wait for these buses. And just clearing that background. Let's get oh, this looks nice. So it's kind of just a matter of finding things that take your interest. This here looks incredible down here. Really, really beautiful, these old archways and the old buildings here in London. You know, these archways, I'm giving them incredible light, and I'll probably throw on some filters. I really like the black mist filters, but long lens even, throwing out the background even more, getting the perspective in place. Wow, you can shoot a Burberry campaign here, easy. Really, really easy. Beautiful. Might have to come back here and actually do a shoot one day. As I said, these sort of POVs are, I'm not looking to do street photography as a profession. It's more just me kind of location scouting is what I'm doing at the moment. So I'm gonna get low. Hopefully one of these ladies that are walking and crossing the road right now. Can I get you ladies to walk through the archway? Go for the arch, yeah. Okay, go in there and then walk out this way. All right, wait for your friend and then walk out this way. Yeah. You know what? I didn't even have the right settings, but let's do one shot. Promise you it'll be worth it. Just stand in the middle for me. Is it really close together? Okay, now you're gonna do the fake step. You know how it goes? Yep. All right, let's get this in place. And do the fake step for me. That's it, show me that sass, that's a bit better. Thanks ladies. Amazing, so good, thank you very much. Why didn't that focus? Anyway, got a couple shots in there. Didn't quite get what I want, which was the coats going through the archway, but that's all right. All right, let's cross the road. So you can tell right then, because I wasn't getting the focus to work, it wasn't allowing me to communicate to them, which meant that that connection was broken straight away. They were a bit like, you know, what is she doing? What does she know what she's doing? The awkwardness comes in play, and then it's sort of nothing really evolves from there unless you're able to salvage the situation, but that's all right, can't win them all. We'll go into this fountain area, see what we get. Architecture's incredible. Haven't really explored Canary Wharf yet, like good and proper on a day where you've got a bit of time, where it's not raining. And you sort of play with reflections and not get saturated. Last time I was here it was pouring with rain, so let's see what we can get with some reflections here. Beautiful. Let's do a wider one while we're at it, guys. Wow, look at this view. Like, I know it's gloomy here, but it's still really beautiful. Just try and line that up in the center a bit more. Closing down because we are now looking up into the sky, and the old light meter is playing a bit more, so center a little bit more. Not bad. Play with this. Pretty random. It's only a quick one today, guys. Only because I've got to go meet Dave soon. He's just chatting with some people. And I can feel the rain coming through. Get my pants up, I feel myself walking all over them. Not ideal. I don't actually know what direction the wharf is here. Should be cool. So guys, if you haven't jumped on yet, have a look at the presets that I've got on sale on my website. You'll see you get one there for a discount for free. And will allow you to have a bit of a trial with the presets that are there to play with. And then you can also click add a touch of button and edit your images just like I do. See how we are there? I'm underexposing this. It's pretty good. So it's always about trying to get that symmetry. And these lines in this building are pretty cool. I'm trying to see what sort of elements we can get around here. So when I think of elements for imagery, it's kind of, I'm thinking of shapes. So anything rectangular is in contrast to circles, that sort of thing. You can also look at different textures as well. You know, the water's got a bit of a wave in it at the moment. Back to the shapes, you can see this building over here has got a lot of diamonds on it, which are quite strong, sharp edges, and then in contrast to the building next to it, which is a curve down the side. You know, these are sort of the elements that you should look at when you're looking at composition for a photograph, and they will help give points of interest to what you're looking to obtain. So let's see what we can get out of here. It is going to get a little bit of the building next to us, which is a lot more, I guess, futuristic and standard, should I say. But there's some sort of element to it. I'm going to go portrait and we'll eliminate that and also keep the texture in. Something there. It's an odd vibe out here at the moment. Have a look at this. So open up here. I might just go to a longer lens. Either, what do I do? Over 50 just for the shot. We're going to play with the fire here. I'm going to shoot through the plastic, which will give it a little bit of a haze, and we'll do a variance. So we'll do a fast shutter so you can see the flame in a bit more capture detail, and then we'll also do a slow shutter, which will obviously make the flame a little bit more in motion. So go down to 1.4. Let's see what we get here. Just going to go to manual focus, which means I need to take the hood off. Just wait for these people to leave in the background. Oops. Foggy there. And then we are going to go slow shutter, so I'm going to go down to 30th, I think, which will be, and let's see what we get here. Yeah, I am new to this camera. I'm just looking for my, what do you call it, the depth of field preview button. And you see the difference in the slow shutter there. So and then I'm just going to speed that up even more. Okay, this should be a bit better then. I'm going to capture this person, and they went inside. So you could easily quite do a restaurant shot with these of someone walking by in the background, flash them with some CTO gel, which will also warm up the light and gives it that sort of atmospheric sort of vibe for your restaurant advertising sort of shots that you may possibly need to do for a client. You know, all these sorts of walks are kind of just giving you guys ideas for imagery that you may need to do for things down the track. This is great scaffolding to climb in the peak of the city. I wonder how far up it goes. Well, actually, I don't know that. It's only cool layers though. Alright, so here we've got, I just adjust my exposure back down. Here we have the contrast of, let's flick it off, manual, the contrast of a curved line and a straight line, and the elements of light and dark also coming through to play there. So this cool building here, the depth of that is amazing. I'm going to keep it horizontal and of course shut down again, focus right on the top and just fill the frame with the wider area. So kind of looks like a bit of a I mean, there's no scale in here, which is kind of interesting. So quite neat. You mind if I take a portrait of you? No portraits? All right, cheers. So what we do with that is what I wanted to do there with the portrait is to allow you to see the scale and the difference of what it would actually look like. Having someone in there, it just changes everything completely. That is the shard. I want to get over there. Alright, let's pop through up here, turn left, and hopefully we get to the water area, because that sunset is looking mighty beautiful. Oh. So Barcelona was incredible. I might pop through, as I said before, instead of just the shoot I've been on, might also pop that in, but some images of the Barcelona that we have. I will be making a shoots and scene, but it's probably going to be a little bit further away just because of what I've got coming up this week, sorry. But if I do pop in some images at the end, they're probably going to be more the landscape ones, which are the top of Montjuic. Went up there, got an incredible storm up there, which we were lucky enough not to get caught in the rain, because the rain did come down pretty heavy, but the lightning storm itself was phenomenal. I've actually never shot lightning before, but it was easy, you know. I had a small tripod in the bag and we basically just ran to whatever lookout we could find and got some shots as soon as we were in a vantage point that was actually worthwhile. So beautiful. And then it was also a red sunset, which was phenomenal. Really enjoyed it, and it was worthwhile, so it's good. Another photographer here, taking long exposure, I assume. Wow, the light on this building is amazing. I'll just get a quick shot of this while we are working our way over to the old sunset. Amazing. Let's get landscape as well. Try and get rid of that. Oh, whoa. Yeah. Wow. I found the vantage point that I want. Oh, I think I recognize where I am now. Damn. Funny I had the drone. Wow. Well, that's London for you. Good thing about the clouds is when the light does get caught under, right, this isn't going to last long, so what I'm going to do is swap to the 70-200 just quickly, and then we'll get some of the light on the buildings here. I'm glad I bought this. I almost took it out on the way. So a lot of you guys did enjoy the story, which I can hardly say is finished, of me when I was in Shoreditch and wandering around. Wow, this light. Which was kind of just talking about how I got into photography. I will continue that at some point. It should probably be the next pod. I'll have a little bit more time, and with that I'll also talk about how I got into assisting. I was in New York assisting photographers like Ethan James Green, Craig McDean. Wow, just open up here. Oh, this light is just fucking unreal. Let's do a silhouette of these buildings. Some underexposing here. Wow, fire. Let's get the shard. Landscape. Pop one out at portrait. Wow, it looks like it's on fire. Unreal. So you can see already the light starting to go on the reflection of these buildings, of the city itself, which is purely because the 90-degree angle of which light always bounces at 90 degrees is no longer at that explicit angle, so those highlights on the buildings are starting to change a bit. That's cool, things come and go. Okay, fellow photographer. Oh, let's just get the highlight in the middle. Okay, so my Kelvin at the moment is warmer than what we're looking at. I'm just going to bring it back down to 6300. Just a few clicks there. Let's zoom into 200 mil. And nice one of the city. So I'm zooming out just slightly. A little bit of the water. Just going to open up. Just check the histogram first. Yeah, we'll open up a wee bit. Amazing. Some more of the city. This is why you've got to be quick. As you can see already, it's basically, the illumination has changed a lot. What I might do is I got a gorilla pod the other day. Might quickly set that up, do a long exposure with the water, just to get a little bit of variety for you guys. Maybe quite heavy with the old, what do you call it? I'm trying to get that boat with the 7200 on, but we're going to play at least. So let's quickly set that up for you guys. Quick shot, and then we'll bring this pod to an end. And as I said, for the next pod or two, I will be talking more about how I got into photography, how I got into assisting some of the world's best fashion photographers, how I started off in Australia and then worked my way to New York, and worked with the best in the industry, and what it's like to be in the transition phase. And also kind of might wrap that around this pole here, give it just that little bit more stability. Pretty good. Okay, so we're gonna go horizontal, and I should put this on first. Hopefully I can get this done before, first time using this, before the old light disappears. I always like to put tripods on generally this way, because you can kind of just have the legs closed and whip it around super quick. Done. So this isn't going to be most stable just because this is a really, really heavy setup. But with my hands on here as well, it should be enough to keep it at bay. So keeping the majority of the weight on this side in case we do lose some. Okay, so shutter wise, I'm going to go down to maybe 2 seconds. That wind's just picked up. Yeah. Okay. Amazing. And maybe not 2 seconds. Losing the color already, which means we're going to lose a lot. This is going to be pretty shaky, but fuck it. So it generally should have mirror lock up in place, but this isn't even steady. I shouldn't have had the 7200 on here. It's not recommended for it. I'm going to try and hold it still. Yeah. And see how we get. But because the old yeah, fuck it, it's not worth it. Because the lights of the city aren't on yet either, it's kind of changing that up a bit. Anyway, we'll do a proper POV with this Gorilla Pod from Joe Bear. We'll actually head out and we'll use a lens that's not going to be too heavy for it, hence the shakiness in that. Circles on the ground. Wow, they did this in Williamsburg and New York City as well when I was living there. It was quite funny. People do stick to it, which is great, but here we are. Thank you for joining in and for your feedback on London, sorry, not London, Barcelona as well, and just the pods I have been doing here. It's by the sounds of it, you guys are really interested to know what and how I got into photography and sort of the different areas of background that I have. I've worked in architecture with photography and also the industry as well, and love doing landscapes, growing from New Zealand. Sort of did a lot of landscapes there, just out of general interest. So anyway, there's the sunset. Hope you've enjoyed. Bit of a rambling one here, and we'll get back into it properly